early on Sunday morning, and what was that racket? I stood up, went to the window, and saw nothing out of place. I opened the window, thinking that by sticking my head out, I was going to see better, but still couldn't figure out where the noise was coming from. I went downstairs, opened the door, and what did I see? Two big ducks standing on the welcome mat by the front door. Both were ruffling their feathers, happily quacking. They stood on one leg first and then hopped to the other, looking a bit impatient, the way ducks walk. Have you seen them walk like this? That's the way they were doing. They were magnificent. One of the ducks had blue, green, brown, and gray down and a bright yellow bill. The other duck had a brown spotted body and an orange beak. Can you see? This one has all the colors: green, red or brown, and yellow, white, and blue, and a yellow beak. They seemed to be expecting something from me, but I didn't know what, since I don't speak duck. What do you think they wanted? What do you think they wanted? Food. I thought the same thing. So I thought they might be hungry, so I went to the kitchen to find some bread, but then remembered that ducks weren't supposed to eat bread. I had to call my friend Maya, who knows all kinds of interesting facts about animals. She said I should try giving them corn, oats, or frozen peas. Frozen peas?
And I gave them frozen peas.
Very good. Frozen peas? Like pea ice cream for ducks? That was a big surprise to me. I had some frozen peas in the freezer, and I was definitely going to feed them some. I also got some corn, just in case they were picky eaters. The two ducks munched away, but after they ate for a while, they started quacking again with even more energy than before. What else could they want? There's several canals with plenty of water around my neighborhood, so I thought the ducks might have lost their way and needed help getting to the water. I got dressed, put on my walking shoes, and out I went, followed by my new neighbors. On the way to the canal, I saw my friend Leah and told her about the duck situation. Leah said she will help me solve the mystery and joined our quacking procession to the waterway. One by one, the whole curious neighborhood was walking with us. Even the mayor tagged along. So the mayor is the one with the hat and the suit. He's very serious because he's in charge of a lot of things in the neighborhood and the city, right?
And the birds are coming up.
Look at that, even the birds join in. My friend Maya, who lives around the corner, took one look at the ducks and said, "Did you know those are mallard ducks?" Yes, I know. You people say mallard, but some people say mallard. But mallard, we're going to stick with mallard because it's more distinguished. Did you know those are mallard ducks? The colorful one is the male, and the spotted brown is the female. I had no idea there were such a special kind. I just knew that they were trying to tell us something. The name stuck though, and everybody started calling them Mr. and Mrs. Mallard. On our way, we passed by Mrs. Magpie's house. She has a pretty residence with lots of flower pots on the front porch. We all started calling attention to Mrs. Magpie, but she's a little hard of hearing and a tad short-sighted, so she didn't answer. Mr. and Mrs. Mallard were now quacking louder, showing us that we had gotten closer to the answer of what they wanted from us. We scattered all over, looking here and there, to the left, to the right, and then, what do you believe happened next? Mrs. Magpie was walking slowly towards us with a long water hose in her hands, getting ready to water the plants. Uh-oh. She was stunned to find the whole neighborhood and two big ducks on her lawn. So we explained to her the puzzle we were trying to solve. We turned around to the sound coming from the flower pots, and to our total amazement, we saw baby ducklings hatching in the flower pots. This is Mrs. Magpie with a water hose getting ready to water the plants.
She's gonna get back to you too. Just
And
wait.
look at all the
Little ducks.
Yeah, the little duckies, and then the mommy and daddy going quack, 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 counting the ducklings and going oh and ah, hugging and congratulating themselves as if they were their own newborn babies. Mr. and Mrs. Mallard were showing off their offspring by walking around the flower pots and quacking non-stop. Every so often, they would look inside the flower pots as if they wanted to make sure that the ducklings were all there. Can you guess how many ducklings there were? We counted and recounted, and the mayor finally announced that there were 16 ducklings.
Ooh, someone's
A new record. That's pretty high for just mom and dad at one time. One brave baby duck jumped from the flower pot to the ground, and then, one by one, all the others followed. The last one was taking a long time to jump. He was a little smaller than the rest and seemed to think that it was too big of a jump for him. So Mrs. Mallard came close and gently pushed him with her beak to help him out, right? It was a sight I will never forget. Mr. and Mrs. Mallard walking and quacking on their way to the water, followed by 16 babies in a single straight line. Mr. and Mrs. Mallard really trying to tell us.
That they which want me to
Some
go
would
to.
say that the Mallards wanted to show us their babies. And that was one of the mysteries solved. Maya and Leah thought that the concerned parents were trying to protect their little ones from Mrs. Magpie, who was going to soak them.
Oh, yeah.
She's a nice lady, but being hard of hearing, she hadn't heard the mommy and daddy ducks quacking in desperation. She probably hadn't seen the ducklings hatching because she needed glasses to see. Every morning, I noticed the Mallard family swimming in the canal. All the babies are growing and doing well. The neighborhood has petitioned the mayor to call our area Mallard Court in honor of our new neighbors. What do you think about